Trimester 3 comes in a 3-part project. Part 1 is Immigration and Citizenship. This is a little shorter project. It's a 3 to 5 class periods that it will take. The essential questions that the students will be working on are: why do people choose to immigrate to another country? What brings people to a place like Minnesota? What are push and pull factors? What ways can a person enter into the country? What steps do visitors need to take to visit America? And how are these different than steps for immigration? What process is necessary for new immigrants to gain citizenship? And there are the standards of the content and the technology standards that are covered. The overview is that the students will use their iCivics accounts. This is a online resource on their devices and complete the assigned webquest, Immigration and Citizenship. There are 10 steps in the quest with select choices they can make as they complete each step. They will write about children's recent stories for immigrating to the United States. They will learn about push and pull factors that lead families to choose to immigrate. They will become familiar with the documents needed for international travel and immigration, and they will learn the ways for becoming a citizen of the United States. And there are the assessments that the students will do. Students will understand the meanings of the terms and use them correctly in their writing: alien, visa, legal, permanent resident, green card, illegal immigrant or undocumented immigrant, non-immigrant, that's a foreign visitor who does not intend to stay. And the students will demonstrate their understanding through constructing an infographic page. So this will be another technology application. So an infographic page with a partner on the ways people enter into the country and the various status types people hold, from citizenship to green card holder to visitor to undocumented aliens. Students will complete 8 to 10 of the 18 possible steps in the 2 webquests on immigration and citizenship. They will choose 2 to 3 of the quest items to make into a page display for the classroom bulletin board. And students will share their interview summary orally with the class or through YouTube. So they'll have a choice in how they want to do their presentation. The interview will include the steps and processes given in the webquest. So those are the assessments. And then we have the resource, and we'll click on this, and it takes us to Be an Historian. And this is from the campsilos.org. And here they're going to do a Grout Museum of History and Science. We'll click on that and see where that takes us. And what this is a virtual tour of the Grout Museum District. This is created out of Waterloo, Iowa. So go down here, we have the first step is the key thinking question. And these are: what was the ethnic origin of immigrants? Where did they come from? Why did they come? Where did they work? Where did they live? What aspects of their culture did they bring with them? Step 2, get the facts. So they're going to do some research, and to get the facts about immigration, they can click on this. and it brings them to the facts page, and they can read the information here, and they'll have some data that they can interpret from this chart. And then after that, they will go to the story of immigration to Waterloo. So Waterloo is a town south of Minnesota, and they will look at this data here to gain more information and facts. They can zoom in on the picture. That's not working. And then we can click back and then back again. Give them to step 3. They go into the primary resources and they learn what is it? What is a primary resource? And they learn about the paper documents, about artifacts, and then secondary resources. They can click back and they get to step 4, research activities. So there's 10 activities here. We have immigration timeline, push-pull factors, explore Ellis Island, and this is like a interactive tour of Ellis Island. They can go into this, and it actually is a virtual tour that they can take of this place and see photos and get an understanding of the masses crammed on these ships, the children, the excitement of coming to a new place. So on this virtual tour, they have the passage, the arrival, the Ellis Island baggage room. Stop 4 is the stairs to the registry room and the registry room, the medical exam room, and the legal inspection room, and the detainees room, the stairs of separation, the kissing post, the passage back to the beginning. And so that is a quick view of the virtual tour that the students will take. Then, see, this is Explore Ellis Island. That's the activity 3. So they take the tour, they can view pictures of the immigrants and see the following videos. Then they can choose a character and become an immigrant by choosing a character from one of these pictures, and be sure to read the caption so you learn as much about the picture as you can. And then step 4 is write a letter. Write a letter telling your family back home about your experience passing through Ellis Island. So in this activity, they're role-playing, imagining being a person who's gone through the whole system of Ellis Island, and they write a letter back home to their family and tell them what the experience was like. And that will be good evidence of learning and an interesting way for students to process the data that they've learned through this virtual tour. Step 5 is to tell about your journey. And then there's activity 4, immigrants coming to the land of promise, and the observation questions. Choose a character, create a list of questions, write a letter. Activity 5, immigrant stories of yesterday. They have these 4 different stories, and then they'll draw a picture of them and create a timeline. And there's many more things to do on this, and that is what they'll be doing for this part 1 of trimester 3. And then after that, they'll get to part 2.